2016 till October 31st, 2021. The ordinance requires 2 readings.
The primary reason for continuing for recessing the meeting was to give us the opportunity to move up the contract initiation date with Danes Services after we made the decision last month to choose them as a contract provider for solid waste services, residential, commercial trash collection, residential curbside recycling collection in particular, and bulky item collection from residences. So the contract, which was submitted by Danes and has been reviewed by the city, is ready and prepared for adoption. It's in your packet. The updated version sent out today. The main changes from the original one have to do with just some technical language, including specifically that there will be a certificate of insurance provided, and you may notice that you don't see the rate $8.85 in the residential, but $10.15, that is the cost of curbside trash collection plus the cost of recycling collection. So those are you add those together, and they were going to do that for $1.30. $1.30 plus $8.85 gives you your $10.15,
Which is still significantly less than the city
could do it for. Yes, yeah. Our calculations where we provide those combined services was closer to around $17.
Yeah.
We probably eventually would have had to raise rates. At this rate, I anticipate once we get all the information in, all the look at all the different parameters, that we should be able to reduce rates at least slightly. So, so that's there are a couple other minor changes. Danes has requested, and I agreed, that if something that is beyond his control is the cost of the dollars per ton at the landfill that he brings his trash from for the transfer station. So when they raise their tonnage rate, he's raised his tonnage rate on essentially a one-to-one basis, plus other raises that he would. But if there's an increase at the landfill in Bowling Green, where he takes his trash at the end of his route, at the end of his loop, of $1, there would be a 6 cent per month residential unit increase. 6 cents. So that rate would go to $10.21 if there's a $1 increase per ton in Bowling Green. Everything else was and then there's in part sub 2 of part 6, there's an 18 cents per cubic yard for commercial dumpster trash collection. Everything else goes as per the RFP. And we also added a section 14 where we specifically the RFP, the proposal that they submitted becomes part of the agreement. So whatever they said they do in there is captured by the final agreement. So so the ordinance is prepared and ready to go. There is there's an extra word. The word ordinance is in there twice in the title, so we would probably want to amend that to strike that word out.
I also noticed at the bottom of the agreement, says City of Centralia by Matt Harline, City Administrator.
That should be, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah,
Yeah,
that should say,
yeah.
I think I told them that. If I missed, so that, yeah, that should actually be Mayor, Tim, thank you for catching that.
Yeah.
That should be right, you're absolutely right.
All right. Alderman Wilkins, would you introduce this one, please?
Not sure, Bowman, please.
2868.
I move that bill number 2868 be given its first read as amended by title only.
Second. I have a motion and a second to give bill number 2868 its first amended reading by title only. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Continue, please.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor and city clerk of the city of Centralia, Missouri to enter into a contract with Danes Waste Service of Martinsburg, Missouri to provide solid waste services to the city of Centralia, Missouri from October 10th, 2016 until October 31st, 2021. I move that bill number 2868 be given its second read as amended by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Bill number 2868 be given its second reading as amended by title only. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Continue, please.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor and city clerk of the city of Centralia, Missouri to enter into a contract with Danes Waste Service of Martinsburg, Missouri to provide solid waste services to the city of Centralia, Missouri from October 10th, 2016 until October 31st, 2021. I move that bill number 2868 as amended be passed by roll call vote.
Second.
I have a motion and a second that bill number 2868 as amended be adopted by roll call vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Roll call vote, please, Heather.
Alderman Magley.
No.
Alderman Rogers.
Yes.
Alderman Bora. Yes. Alderman Ward.
Yes.
Alderman Wilkins.
4.
Alderman Ware.
Yes. All right, by your vote, bill number 2868 passes and now becomes ordinance number
2821.
Thank you. Next is authorizing the mayor of the city of Centralia, Missouri to enter into an agreement with the chosen law firm for temporary general legal services and to serve as city attorney for the city of Centralia, Missouri. This is also an ordinance, requires 2 readings. And Matt.
Alderman Wilkins, Mayor Granke, and I met with 2 different applicants, and I don't want to put words in the mouth of either of those gentlemen, but the firm of the Thompson Law Center in Columbia had the greatest amount of experience directly in municipal law. The other candidate was Andrew Kopp, who has a firm here in Centralia, as well as primarily his business in Columbia, but he comes here once a week. Andrew had, and I think it would be safe to say that he interviewed well and was versed in the property law and contracts, etc. However, having never drafted ordinances and served directly for a city, although his father did, he was very interested in the job. I think that is the basis for the recommendation of the Thompson Law Firm. So an ordinance, I changed the ordinance to specifically name the Thompson Law Firm. They would offer their services for $2,500 a month, which would work out to be somewhere in the neighborhood of $150 per hour, down, or as low as $100 an hour based on up to 25 hours a month. So we get a bucket of hours for $2,500 a month. It'd be up to us to use them. The per hour fee for COP was higher than that. It was higher than, I don't know, we're not supposed to make these decisions based on price, but it was $200 a month, or $200 an hour. So for those reasons, that's the recommendation. We do not, however, have in your packet before you the contract itself. They did not get that to us today. So we could do, if you're willing to approve the ordinance, and then we would have the contract, they would be preparing the contract. So it's a pretty straightforward deal. They're already the attorney for Moberly. Or we could table this until the Monday the 17th meeting. If you are not comfortable approving the contract without actually having it in front of you.
As Matt said, both of the attorney firms interviewed very well. The Thompson Law Center, as he said, has much more experience in municipal laws. in researching and, working with other governmental agencies. I think their main focus is working with municipalities. So,
I'd personally like to see the contract first.
mhm. Okay. So we can have a motion to table this ordinance until the 17th.
It's been,
I mean, or do you want to say something, Dave?
Well, no, I agree with everything. I think it's actually appropriate to table until we actually see the contract.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, I'm all for,
Yeah, no, I
they were
agree. I
absolutely
agree.
impressive.
I agree.
Without actually having a contract, I think it's appropriate.
You know, we've recessed a lot of meetings, so I just, you know, the 17th is fine. If you guys, that'd be just fine.
I think it's appropriate to do that.
Yeah.
So I move that we table this until.
Second. I have a motion second to table this ordinance until the 17th. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Purchasing, nothing scheduled, is that still the case?
Yeah, we have a change order, but I figured just put that in with the public works meeting.
Okay,
It's under $1,000, so.
okay. Any, as may arises?
I have one thing.
Yes.
Where are we with respect to ordinance 2866 for that promotion raise
We-
for
We have to
creative?
make an amendment, and there was a question about the word temporary in that ordinance.
There's no question.
Yeah.
With
We'll
respect
talk about it. We'll talk
Because that's
about
always
it.
We can talk about it until the cows come home, but there is no temporary.
Okay.
So when are we going to do it?
It'll be on the
It'll be on
17th.
the 17th agenda.
And if it's passed on the 17th, when is that?
It'll still be on the 31st of October. That's what the original ordinance said.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, any other, as may arises? All right,
Second.
I have a motion second to adjourn this recess meeting. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. All right, who's next?
Any break? No? Then I'd like to call the meeting of the Public Works and Public Utilities meeting to order. Attendance remains the same.
It's the same.